Hello and welcome to another episode of On the Street. In our last episode, we talked to some veterans of the expat life here in Korea. Today, we are doing the polar opposite. We are talking to newcomers to the country to get their fresh perspective. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. A lot of you told us that you like this show, so now's a good chance for the rest of you to tell us. We went out on 2 separate days and interviewed 2 of these newcomers. First, we ventured to a convenience store close to Gwangwon subway station in Busan, where we met with Jaya, a school teacher from the USA. Here's what she had to say.
What's your name?
I am Jaya.
Where are you from, Jaya?
I am from Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago. Oh, okay. All the way in the United States.
Yes, in the United States.
So how long have you been here in Korea?
I have been in Korea for 28 days. It'll be 30 days in 2.
Wow, you're really counting those days, huh?
Yes, I am definitely counting this. I have a countdown on my phone.
Oh, okay. Are you going to be always using your phone to count down?
I have an app, so it's going to always be there and telling me how many days
I've been here 463 days in 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm. It's
a long time.
Always count.
How long do you think you're going to stay here? You think you're going to stay here for 463 days?
No. Just the 365, so I'll be gone in a year.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So you came from United States. Mm-hmm. Right now Korea has a strict quarantine policy because of the
Much
pandemic.
Stricter, yeah.
Yes. What did you think of that?
I think that Korea's precautions of the pandemic are 10 times better than the United States.
Oh, yeah.
In the United States, we're not really wearing masks. They just stopped mask mandates in 2 of the states in the U.S.
Right.
So coming here was kind of shocking, but it was also a relief because I know that I'm safer from the virus, and just to see that a lot of things are streamlined well. It's not a lot of confusion. They've pretty much figured everything out. So.
People tend to help other people here too.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a lot of people when they come to when they do the quarantine here, they don't have a place to stay. They have to take a government-approved hotel.
Right. Yes.
But you had a place already.
Yes, I did join a Facebook group called Quarantine in South Korea, just to get some insight about what that would be like, and just to have someone to talk to that had been through the experience or going through it. But my job provided housing for me.
Oh, wow. And they provided you good housing, too.
Yes, they provided me good housing, and they stocked my house with all the essentials that I needed to get me through quarantine.
Oh, that was very nice of them. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. And the government also brought me food. So.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, it gives everybody a good image when they do that.
Yes.
Speaking of image, after quarantine, you had a chance to explore a bit, right?
Yes, I did.
What do you think of what you've seen so far?
I think everything is beautiful compared to different American cities that I've been in. South Korea, Busan particularly, is very clean.
Yes.
It is appeasing to the eye. The first place I went was Gwangali Beach.
Oh, yes, right down the road here.
Yes, since we're so close, I'm excited about being so close to the beach. Mm-hmm. And so I went there, and I think that place is absolutely beautiful. I haven't really been to many places. I've only been out of quarantine for about 14 days now.
Yeah.
And most of it has been working.
Right.
But I just take some strolls around the neighborhood just to see what I'm around.
Oh, that's good.
I've done a lot of shopping and things like that, getting stuff for my house.
Okay.
So I think everything is accessible, easy to find, and it's just pleasant to be here. I feel safe. I don't have to look over my shoulder.
This is a very safe place.
Yes,
very safe.
So.
Yes. You can be walking out at 4 o'clock in the morning and nobody would bother you. You can just get to where you're going.
Yes, I'm very grateful.
I don't recommend ever walking at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
I recommend you sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning, really. But what brought you here?
I was a teacher back in the United States. I taught in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for 4 years. originally, backtracking, I was a member of Teach for America, and I taught through that program, and then I continued to be a teacher. I taught middle school, so I just wanted to experience teaching in another culture, to another group of students, and just to see what another school system would be like.
Oh, like another world's perspective kind of thing.
Just so I could go back to the States and try to implement some different things in my new classrooms that I'll be in. Yeah.
All right. Are you planning on being a teacher in other countries, or?
Probably in the future. I'm nearing the age where I kind of want to start settling down and having a family and things, and so I'll go back to the States and get into things like that. But as I want to have kids and stuff, I'll probably want to travel more and go to different countries and teach. Yeah.
Okay.
I do love teaching.
Oh, that's good. We're teachers here too, so we know what the joy is like.
Yeah.
Anyhow, what do you look forward to while you're here?
I look forward. This is my first time out of the country, so I don't really have many expectations, and everything I've experienced has been beyond my expectations. So I'm just grateful to just even be here. But I just want to I'm pretty young, so I just want to have a good time. See as much as I can. Unfortunately, with COVID, it's not much that I can do. But Korea, just in general, South Korea has a lot to offer and a lot of things that I can do. So I just want to take advantage of all that I can and see as much as I can so that I can take that experience back and teach my students and my family members that don't get this opportunity.
Also, with your job, you get some vacation days. Are you planning on using those vacation days to go to other countries around here?
If COVID allows,
yes,
I will.
Of course.
I'm not seeing that to be a thing. But I think that South Korea is big enough to where I can pretty much venture in it enough with the vacation. I don't get that many vacation days.
Right. Five.
Right. So
6.
with what I get, I'll try to do as much as I can.
Right. That's all you can do these days. So, how do you think of the transportation here? Have you had a chance to use much transportation to other places that you can't walk to?
Well, coming from Seoul, I flew into Seoul, so I had to take a bus and the KTX to get here.
KTX is good.
Yes, I love the KTX.
KTX is the big fast train.
And it was really efficient. My process from the plane to Busan was really efficient. It was not they did not skip any steps, and it was really easy. And it wasn't a lot of stress. I expected to be really stressed out, but it was super smooth. I've taken the train here, the Green Line here.
Oh, yes.
I've been a couple different places, just going to different bars or going shopping at different places. So I'm pretty independent, so some days I just want to go somewhere, so I'll just get up and look up on Kakao Maps how to get there, and then I'll just go.
Or you can always ask the friendly people in your building too.
Yeah. But I like figuring things out on my own.
That's good too.
I like experience, so yeah.
That's good. All right, well, it's been very nice meeting you here.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy your experience.
Yes, absolutely.
In Busan, and I wish you well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, Jaya is originally from Chicago, Illinois, in the USA. She came to Korea just a short while ago. So far, her outlook is very positive, and she seems very eager to embark on her first adventure abroad. Next, we travel to Nampodong, where we met up with James, who has recently come out of his quarantine and is working as a public school teacher.
We're here today with, what's your name, sir?
James.
James. And James, where are you from then?
I'm from Ireland.
You're from Ireland? Okay, cool. So, I hear you just came to Busan.
Yeah, fresh off the boat, here for 3 weeks.
And is this your first time in Korea?
No. I came to Korea in 2016.
Oh, really?
Just for a weekend.
Oh, just for a weekend.
Just for a weekend.
So not to live or anything.
No, first time living in Korea.
So is it different coming here to live than just for a weekend thing?
Yeah, completely. I mean, when I came the first time, I only stayed in Seoul. And now I'm down here in Busan, so quite a difference between the two cities.
Yes.
And Yeah, so far so good.
So you've only been here 3 weeks. You're probably in quarantine for some of that time.
Yeah, 2 weeks of quarantine in Seoul, and then travel down to here to Busan.
How was that like? 'Cause that's a new experience for a lot of
The
people.
quarantine?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, just stay in the room for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Did you go like stir crazy or something?
The first 2 days were probably the worst, and then it kind of got a bit better.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, what did you do during the quarantine?
Well, great plans at the start to learn Korean, to do some workouts,
Oh, that's
but
good.
that obviously didn't quite happen. Lots of Netflix,
Yeah.
lots of sleep. Yeah,
Yeah, you probably need lots of sleep after a big long journey like that.
that's it. Yeah,
So you've only been out and about in Busan for about a little over a week now, right?
yeah. Just last weekend.
So what were your first impressions of Busan?
Yeah, quite easy to get around. First off, been traveling by bus a lot. Been traveling by subway.
How long do you plan to stay in Korea?
I'm not sure. I've got a contract for a year. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, finish that. And when it comes to renewing, I'll see how the year has gone. And,
Oh, okay. That's
no major plans. Man.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, well, take it from somebody who's been here for a while. 1 year can turn into 12 years.
Yeah, I know the
Very
way.
quickly,
Yeah.
yeah.
I used to live in Shanghai, and I planned on staying for 1 year, and ended up staying for 3. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know that could happen again.
So you were in Shanghai before?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not really your first time abroad.
No, definitely not. No, but first time living in Korea.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Some people, it's their first time ever out of their country, and they come to Korea to teach and think it's a total different experience for them. They end up not really liking it too much because it's so different.
You could freak a little bit. I'd say it's a big city.
Yeah. So they go through something called a honeymoon phase, which for different people it means different in different times when they get over it. But once they get over it, they really realize if they like it or not.
You find your rhythm and your way of it.
Are you still in your honeymoon phase? Would you say?
For here?
Yeah.
Definitely. I don't know what's going on here.
Everything's all new, but since you've been in Shanghai before, you probably have a little bit.
Yeah, not as much shock, I guess, when I came here first. And,
So do you think you're going to like it here?
Oh, I assume so. Yeah. I'm feeling this will be a very nice place. Well, when the weather is better than today, anyways.
Yes, it's kind of rainy today. Like I was telling you before, people who watch this see the show and they say, "Oh, it's always gloomy and rainy. I don't want to come there."
Yesterday was lovely.
Yeah, it was. It changes really quickly. Stick around here long enough, the weather changes.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to good days on the beach. Obviously, didn't have too much of a coast in Shanghai, whereas here, like there's beaches everywhere. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sit outside.
Yeah. So you're gonna be here for at least a year, and
I'd assume I'd give myself two years anyways.
2 years. What are you doing in Busan?
Teaching in public school.
Oh, you're teaching in public school.
Yeongdo Island. Yeah, I guess that's what most foreigners are probably doing.
The other ones are like engineers, and I talked to some military people before.
I guess. Yeah.
So mostly teachers, though.
Yeah.
Are things what you expected?
Well, just from the get-go, I wasn't expecting so much things to be open here.
Right. Yeah.
On account of COVID.
Oh yeah. Yes. Korea did a very good job.
Yeah, it seems so. Yeah. Because at home we have nothing open. Absolutely nothing.
It's a strict lockdown.
And no end in sight,
Yeah.
Whereas here, as long as you have your group of 4, then you can go pretty much almost wherever you want, I guess.
You guys back home in the USA and Ireland, and Canada, or wherever you are, don't worry about us here. Things are a lot better here.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Well, thank you for spending our time with us.
Yeah, no worries, man.
And we'll see you around Busan sometime.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah,
all right.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
So James has 3 years experience as an expat in Shanghai, so he was a little prepared for the culture of Korea. He is also optimistic of his time here. We at T&D Productions wish luck to Jaya and James, along with the rest of the newcomers to Korea. We hope they find success and happiness during their time in this country. That wraps up this edition of On the Street. Let us know what you think. Are you a newbie? Are you thinking of moving to a foreign country? What do you expect when living in a foreign land? Let us know in a comment. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit the bell notification so you can be notified when something new drops. We hope everybody stays safe and has a good day. See you next time